Yeah, last class we are trying to understand the topics we have completed up to now, right? Okay, hope you all revise whatever you have understood. Now today let us try to complete reading runtime values from the keyboard. Okay, I think we have not covered this topic now. Scanner, command line arguments covered or not covered? Okay, listen. So this topic is very important to start the new chapter, exception handling. From this chapter, we are moving to the next chapter, exception handling. Everyone, please focus. Did I teach reflection API? Class.for? No, no? Okay, no problem. అవునా? Completed? Look at here, everyone. So today we are trying to understand reading runtime values. We can read runtime values from the keyboard. First of all, what is the meaning of runtime value? A value that is coming into program at a program at execution time. At execution time. A value that is coming into a program at execution time is called runtime value. Is called runtime value. Okay. We can read runtime value number one either from what do you call keyboard, number two from or from a file or from a database. Okay, we can read from three places. Now, for reading runtime value from keyboard, we have number one, we have below approaches. What the approaches? Number one, command line arguments. Number two, scanner. Okay, let me also tell buffer reader. Number three, scanner. Number four, console. Okay, console, system, properties, and number five, console. We have two approaches. Number one, CUI. Number 2, GUI. CUI means what? Character user interface, or also call it as console user interface. Character user interface or console user interface. GUI approach. GUI approach means what? Graphical user interface. Now, in CUI we have 5 approaches. CUI approaches. CUI approaches, we have 5 approaches. Command line arguments, buffer reader, scanner, system properties, and console. Next, GUI approaches. Number 1, we have AWT. Number 2, we have Swing. Number 3, we have Java FX. Okay. Now, GUI approach is outdated because why? All Java applications are now web applications. A web application UI is developed by using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, we no need to learn GUI approaches. Hence, we no need to learn GUI approaches. So, GUI approaches are outdated. We are not learning. In CUI approaches, we must learn CUI approaches. Okay, for working with runtime values in standalone application. Okay, clear? So tell me, what is a runtime values? Reading runtime values from keyboard. First, we need to understand what is runtime value. A value that is coming into a Java program at execution time is called runtime value. Next, okay, how can we read runtime value? We can read runtime values either from keyboard or from file or from database. Okay, then for reading runtime value from keyboard, from the file and database, only one approach. There is no 2, 3 approaches. For reading runtime values from keyboard, we have 2 approaches, CUI, GUI. Okay, from keyboard, from end user. Who has to pass the values to our application? End user. If we take ATM, who is giving ATM card number for withdraw deposit money? End user. So for reading runtime values from keyboard from end user, we have 2 approaches, CUI and GUI. So now CUI approaches command line arguments, buffer reader, scanner, system properties, console. GUI approaches AWT, Swing, and Java FX. So GUI approach is outdated, or GUI approaches are outdated. GUI approaches are outdated. We are not using because any approaches, either CUI, GUI approaches are what? Standalone application development. But Java is mostly using for what? Web application development. So web application UI developed by using HTML. This is the reason you are learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript course. Hence, we no need to learn GUI approaches, Java-based GUI approaches. Java-based GUI approaches. Then what we must learn? But we must learn CUI approaches for working with a standalone application, for working with reading runtime values in standalone application. Okay, then tell me, which approach first we are learning? Command line arguments, application. So that means what? The meaning of command line arguments application is we are reading runtime values from, so a program, an application that reads runtime values from command line is called what? What? Command line arguments application. Command line arguments application. So what is a command line? Okay. What is a command line? What are the command line arguments? The runtime value that is passed from a command line is called command line argument. Okay. What is command line first? The line in the console window, in the command prompt. In the command prompt, the line at which we run Java C and Java commands. Java C and Java commands is called command line. Now repeating again, in the command prompt, the line at which we run Java C and Java commands is called what? Command line. For example, let me show you that. For example, now assume this is command line. Okay, here you open D drive slash full stack Java development slash 01 core Java slash. Now reading runtime values folder you created angular bracket, and tell me this line is called what? Command line. Okay, this line is called command line. In this command line, what are you doing? You are running Java C. Okay, Java C place I am taking Java edition space 1020. Now tell me here this line, whatever you are writing here, this line is called what? Command line. Okay, this is CMD line, command line. Now 10 and 20, these two values are called what? 10 and 20, these two values are called okay, these two values are called what? Command line arguments. Okay, the inputs, always the inputs we are called what? Arguments. Okay, then what is this addition is called? What is this addition is called? Command line args application. Okay, it is called command line arguments application. So totally how many points we have? 3 points. What are the 3 points? First one, what is command line? The line at which we are running our command is called what? Command line. Okay, the line at which we are running Java C Java command is called command line. Next, what is command line argument? Command line argument is nothing but the runtime value we are passing from the command line is called what? Command line arguments. Okay, then next, what is the command line arguments application? An application that reads the runtime values from command line is called command line arguments application. All three words understood first? Let me open command prompt now for your better understanding. Open command prompt. In this command prompt, now I am typing here. Come on. Now this line is called what? Command line. Here I am typing Java space addition space 10 space 20. This line is called command line. These two values are called command line arguments. Okay, command line arguments, and this application, this is command line, and these are command line arguments, and this is command line arguments application. These two values are going inside. Okay, then my next question is, when I press enter here, Okay, when I press enter here, what happened? These two values are passed as a inputs to the addition class. Okay, when we press enter, after typing above command, when we press enter key, the given two values are passed into addition class. Who will pass? By JVM. You will not do anything. Just press enter. JVM take the two values and pass it into addition class. How? This is class addition. Everyone participate and tell class addition. Into this class addition, okay, these two values are passed into addition class. Tell me. Now my question, how those two values are passed to class? Tell me, arguments are passed to class or passed to the method? Method. So tell me, what is the method executed automatically when we run the class? Everyone, come on. What is the method automatically executed when we call the method? Main method, right? Tell me, does main method has any parameters? Arguments are received by whom now? Parameters. Now tell me, are there any parameters to this method? Available or not available? Available. What is the parameter? String array na? String array. String array is the parameter. Everyone tell me. Here, are you passing one value or two values or more than one value? Maybe sometime one. Okay. Now, up to now, we didn't pass any value. That means how many values we pass? 0. Now you are passing sometime one value, sometime two values, right? Maybe I may pass one value, 0 value, one value, two value, more than two values. That means I should have a parameter that must take 0 to n number of values. If you want to create a method to take 0 to n number of values, what is the parameter type should be? Array. Why main method parameter is array? For reading command line arguments. For reading command line arguments. For reading command line arguments, we have to take main method parameter. Why? Main method parameter type is array because from the command line, we may pass 0 to n number of values. So which type of parameter can take 0 to n number of values? Array. Then next, why the parameter type is string? Parameter type is string because any value you type on the keyboard, any value, either letter you type, digit you type, number you type, word you type, special character you type, anything will be considered as what? String. For example, you type 10 here. Is it 10 or double quotes 10? Double quotes 10. Is it 20 or double quotes 20? Double quotes 20. Is it a number or string number? String number. That means it is converted as what? Double quotes 10 and then what? Double quotes 20. Tell me, both values wanted to send into the program means it should be a string object or string array object? String array object. So tell me now, after typing above command, when we press enter key, the given two values are passed in addition class by JVM as string array object as argument to which method? Main method. As argument to main method. Now tell me, when we run a class, step number 1. First, JVM creates string array object, with the length equals to how many? Number of arguments typed at command line. Correct at this point? Whenever you create array object should have a length, na? What is the length? The length is number of values you type. Tell me, presently, according to this command, what the length of string array object? 2. Then next, second, reads, or you can say directly, stores the command line arguments in this array. Third, passes this array object as an argument as an argument to addition class main method. For performing above 3 steps inside JVM software, we will have below main method calling statement. Tell me what the statement? Current class dot main of new string of lower bracket argument 1 comma argument 2 comma argument 3 dot. This is the statement. As per above diagram, as per above command, the addition class execution class main method is formed as below. Tell me, what is the current class? Addition. Which class you are running here? Addition. Dot. Which method you want to call? Main. Why are you calling main with the class name? Because it is a static. Next, new string of lower bracket. What the first value? 10, comma 20, lower bracket, semicolon. Okay, repeat once again. What is the topic we are trying to understand? Command line arguments application. Tell me, what is a command line? A command line is nothing but in the command prompt or on the command prompt, the line at which we run Java C and Java commands is called what? Command line. Okay, then next, what is a command line arguments application? An application. Okay, what is a command line arguments? The runtime values, the runtime value that is passed from a command line is called what? Command line argument. What is a command line argument? Application. An application that reads the runtime value from command line is called command line arguments application. For example, in this command, now this line is called what? Command line. 10, 20 are what? Command line arguments. Next addition is called what? Command line arguments application. Okay. Then when we press enter, how this value 10 and 20 are passed into addition class? After when you press enter key, the above two values are passed into addition class by JVM as a string array object as argument to main method. Then who will call main method? JVM. When we run a class, then JVM first creates, then JVM first creates a string array object with length string array object with the length equals to the number of arguments typed at a command line. How many arguments you type here? 2. Then string array object length is what? 2. Then stores the command line arguments in this array as string objects, passes this array object as argument to addition class main method. For performing above 3 steps inside JVM software, we will have below main method calling statement. Current class, the class you are running, currently running class dot main of new string array args1, args2, args3. Then as per above command, the addition class main method is formed, main method calling is formed as below. Currently executing class name dot main of new string of what? First value 10, second value 20. Okay, everyone understand up to now? Then now tell me, this string array object, repeating again, this string array object is passed to the main method. This string array object is passed to the main method. Then inside the main method, the string array object will be stored in the main method parameter or not? Whenever array object is created, it has a reference what? 10, 10. What is passing? Array object or reference passing? Reference pass. And reference is stored in args. And now it is pointing to the same array object or not? Tell me. Now inside main method, I should read the first value, second value. What the first value index number? 0. What the second value index number? 1. How to read 0 and 1 in my program? How to read this 10 separately? How to read this 20 separately in the main method? Come on, you know already how to read values from the array. I want to read first value. How to read? Args of 0. How to read second value? Args of 1. Now tell me. Here I am writing args of 0. And next I am writing args of 1. And tell me. Inside main method. Okay. The past array object is stored, is received and stored where? In the main method parameter, what are args. Then we can read the command line arguments as args of 0, comma, args of 1, comma, args of 2, comma, dot, dot. Okay? Now, then below program shows reading command line arguments and printing on console. Write on this program. This entire program I will upload now. After this, first you write this. Below program shows, write down. Below program shows reading command line arguments and printing on console. Reading and printing command line arguments on console. Completed? And tell me how to compile here, compile and execution. Open command prompt. with the present working directory path. Second, compile. Write down, what are you seeing? It's a new points to you. You cannot remember by seeing. Compile by using Java C command. d:/0 full stack Java development /01 core Java / reading runtime value. Reading runtime values. Java C space. What the Java file name? Edition.java. You will get edition.class. Next, now I want to third step, execute by using Java command by passing command line args. If you want to write, you can write fully arguments. Java C edition, Java edition by following argument 1, argument 2. Tell me what is the output you will get? Will get output 10, 20. Execution command also return. Place them in box. Java C, Java. Have written program on this part, everything in a single page or 2 pages? 2 pages. Look at here. Completed? Everyone look at here. This is our edition class. Place this program in box and the main method in box. Already you place this command here. Because of this command, background, what happens? Step number 1, JVM creates string array object. String array object with how many locations? Answer cheyapothe nenu kuda silent gunta. If you don't answer, I will also silent. String array object is created with how many locations? 1 location. 1 or 2 na? How many arguments you are passing? 0, 1. First value. Then second step stores the arguments here. Double quotes 10, double quotes 20, double quotes. Third step passes this array object reference to the main method. Addition class main method as argument. This is 10, 10. This is 10, 10. This 10, 10 is passed as an argument to main method. Then the passed reference is stored in the main method parameter args. Tell me, the main method parameter args is pointing to the same array object, na? Write on the diagram. Args of 0 means reading what value? 10. Args of 1 means reading what value? 20. Write down clearly. This visualization very important. What is coming? 10 coming or double quotes 10 coming? Double quotes 10, not 10. Here what is coming? Double quotes 20. Write down clearly the arrow marks. Completed? Huh? Done. Completed. Now the next question I'm asking, think. Look at here. Now I am writing same program. Let me see how many people can answer this question. In this program, you are reading command and argument just for reading and printing or using in the calculation. What calculation? Addition. So, if you want to add those two values, what should I do? First, I have to take into a variable now. Int A equal to arcs of 0. Next, int B equal to arcs of 1. Then, int C equal to A plus B. Bolo. System dot out dot println C. Is this program compiled or not compiled? Compiled or not compiled? How can I decide sir compiled or not compiled? Come on, come to this line. Any problem here? This is a variable creation, data type chapter, variable creation, compiler and JVM activities. Tell me, is there any compile time error here? Can I create variable here? Yes. Any problem in arcs of 0? No. Arcs variable is there, it is array. Now the assignment you have to consider. Arcs of 0 can I assign to the int variable? What is the value of type arcs of 0? String can be stored in int variable. Then compiler throw error. Let me save this program. Open command prompt. Sir, why you are opening command prompt? Why not you use edit plus directly? This program style is edit plus style or command line argument style. Command line argument and command prompt line na? That's why. D: CD Java C edition.java. Look at there, we got compile time error. What is the compile time error? Incompatible type. String cannot be converted to int. What should I do now? How can we solve this compile time error? Can I use typecasting? Excellent. Let me use typecasting. Bracket int, bracket int. Okay. Will it work? Yesterday class typecasting, today will work? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tumri fellow. Typecasting is for converting higher range value to lesser range to higher range, not to convert incompatible. Yesterday I told you, int I1 equal to 10, boolean BO equal to I1. Compiler? Boolean BO equal to boolean of I1. Compiler? This also not compile, this also not compile. Why not compile? I1 is what type? Int can be converted to boolean. No, they are incompatible. So here also, arcs of 0 is what type? String. String can be converted to int. Not possible. Okay, then tell me. Simple. Here there is a logic. This is double quotes, 10 double quotes, right? From these double quotes, 10 double quotes, what you want to get? 10 you want to get. Yes, sir? Simply what you have to do? Remove this double quote. Remove this double quote. 10 came. అంతే కదా అవునా ఎస్ అరే ఎస్ రా బాబు ఓకే రిమూవ్ డబుల్ కోట్స్ then what is coming out 10 coming out. So that is what I want. Then who will remove this double quote? You. Who should remove the second double quote? You. How? By delete kiya? No, by program, by logic. I am reading double quotes 10. Give this double quotes 10 to the logic. Logic will do that work of removing double quotes and return to you what? 10. This logic I should develop, you should develop, all developers should develop. When all developers developing, who should develop? Tell me. When all developers, all Java developers developing the same code means who should develop? JDK software developer, Sun Microsystem developer, not I. You are a one developer, other person another developer. Throughout the world, all developers are writing same logic. It is a common to all developers. Then who should develop this code? Sun Microsystem should develop the code. Sun Microsystem has developed this code inside a method called what? Parse. What is the method name? Parse. You want to parse what to what? String to int. Method name is parseInt. Now what should I pass this method? Where is your string? Arcs of 0. Then tell me, is this method developed by you? Developed by Sun? Developed by Sun. Whenever a method is defining, there should be definitely background one class must be required or not? Tell me, in which class this method is developed? In the wrapper class integer dot. In the wrapper class integer. Why integer, sir? Because you want to convert to int, na? That's why integer. If you want to convert it to double, bola. Tell me, how many primitive data types we have? 8. What the 8? Byte. Okay, these are the 8 primitive data types. For these 8 primitive data types, primitive values performing operations purpose, we have predefined classes. These classes are technically called wrapper classes. What they call? Wrapper classes. Why wrapper? Wrapper means covering. So they will wrap or they cover the primitive value as object and perform the operation on that primitive value. So the class that represent a primitive value as an object, cover the primitive value as an object and perform operations on that primitive value is called what? Wrapper class. Now tell me, here wrapper class byte, small byte is called what? Now there is a class called what? Capital byte, capital short, integer, long, float, double, character, boolean. Okay. Now tell me, in these classes, byte, short, integer, long, float, double, in all these classes we have a method called what? Parse XX. What the meaning of parse XX and what you pass here? String. Now this XXX is nothing but data type. Okay. Tell me, parse byte, B small letter, capital letter. Answer fast. How much time? 6 silent. Capital letter. Method name, second letter is first. In a method, first word, first letter is small, second word is what? Capital. Byte dot, parse byte, short dot, parse short, integer dot, parse int, long dot, parse float dot, parse float, double dot, parse. There is a danger class called character. Character class doesn't have parse method. Why? Look at here. Just now I told you, double quotes A you are passing from the keyboard. When you remove double quotes, what is coming out? A. Very single quote. Inside double quote, single quote not there, na? That's why there is a method called what? Parse char. Oh no. Then how to represent string to character? There is another reason. Another reason is, whenever you write, if you remember somewhere, string S1 equal to double quotes, Hari, double quotes when I write, I told you string class internally stores this data by using character array. This is string class object. Inside string class, we have a variable called what? Value. This value is what type? Char array. Inside string class, what array is there? Char array. How many locations char array? 4 locations. Why 4? Because 4 characters. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now here what is there? Single quote H, single quote, single quote A, single quote, single quote R, single quote, single quote I, single quote. Okay. Now the reference is what? 2020 and reference is what? 1010. Here what is there? 2020 pointing to it. Pointing. So string object means this entire thing is called what? String object. Tell me, inside string object, the character is already stored as a character. You need to convert it again. Understand? That's why there is no parse char method in the character class. Then, sir, how can I get the character? Inside string class, we have a method called what? Caret. To this caret method, you give the index number available character will be written. In a 0 index, which character available? H. It will return H to our program. Understood? For example, from the command line, Java edition, I am giving A, B. Tell me, this is a one word or two characters? 2 characters. Background, string array object is created with a 0 location and 1 location. Here it is stored as what? Double quotes A. It is stored as what? Double quotes B. Now it is pointing by whom now? Args. Tell me, I want to read this A out of this program. Then what is the statement I should write in my program? Char ch equal to, very confusion point. Tell me, args of 0. Args of 0 returns what? A na double quotes A na? Double quotes A dot. From the double quotes, I want to take what? A. Then what method I have to call? Caret. Caret of square bracket or round bracket? Round bracket. Re tumri fellow. Answer so that don't sleep. Important topic, no? How are you sleeping? Stand up. From where you are? Which state? Orissa. Orissa ninja Hyderabad you came for sleeping? Yesterday what time you slept? Yesterday night? 2 o'clock. 12. What are you doing up to 12? Up to 12, what you are doing, man? Watching videos. Chatting. Any lover there? No lover, no videos. Then what are you doing? Counting how many drops of water coming from the sky? Raindrops you are counting. Puja, sit down. Everyone answer. Now tell me, arcs of 0 is pointing to which object? String object. Tell me, inside this string object, background, this A is stored as a string or character? In which index number? 0. This 0 is arcs array. This 0 is string object character. There are 2 0 0 coming. Understand? Then what is coming here? 0. Then what is coming out here? Single quote A. Understood? Tell me, read this B out as a character. What statement you write? Arcs of 1 dot caret of 1. Where is 1? This is separate string object. Right? This is a separate string object. In this separate string object, B is available in which location? Only one location. Hey, madre ipudu. Every string object character starts with 0 na 1 na. This one is array object index 1. This is again double quotes B is again another string object. In this string object B is located in which index number? 0, not 1 na. Ardham mar answer. Answer. Silently watching. I can repeat once again. Come here. This is my string class object. What you have written? String S1 equal double quote, sorry. H is available in which location? Answer. A, R, I. Take this I out. Tell me the statement to take this I out. This is string object pointing variable name is what? Dot. What is the method? Caret of square bracket or round bracket? Round bracket. I is available in which location? 3. Then what I should pass? Caret of 3. Okay na? Okay na? Tell me. String S2 equal to. Sorry, it is not there, sir. Assume. Visualize. String S2 equal to double quotes NIT double quotes. Okay na? This is a previous string or new string? In the new string, N starts at what index number? 0, not at 4. Understand? Hari I is last index number 3. NIT I again start with what? 0. Because it is another string object. Okay na? And tell me, retrieve that N from the second string object. S2 dot caret of 0. Then what is coming? H coming or N coming out? N coming out. Understood? Pakka? Tell me now. Inside array object, double quotes A. What is the name of double quotes A? Arcs of 0. What is the double quotes B name? Nothing but here S1, S2. Here arcs of 0, arcs of 1. Sleeping? Yes, sir. Tell me. Inside arcs of 1, arcs of 0 pointing string object, how many characters available? 1. What is the index number? 0. Array index number 0. The string object character number also 0. Second string. Second string name is what? Args of 1. And then that string contain how many characters? 1. That character number 0. And tell me how to take this A as a character out. Args of 0 dot caret of 0. Then A is coming out as a string or character. Next 1. Args of 1 dot caret of again 0, not 1. Oh, 0, 0 matching. 1, 1 should match. No. Understand? Again repeating my question. If I write args of 0, this A is coming out as a character string. Again, if I use only args of 0, double quote says A is coming as string or as a character? String. If I use only args of 1, the B is coming out as a character string. String. If I use args of 0 dot caret of 0, character. If I use args of 1 dot caret of 0, character. Understand the difference? Such point. Simple point, complex chesukoni chestar. When the topic will be complex, no. When you are only watching. Okay, with bigger eyes bringing nearer and making short and watching, then confusion. Speak out. Now tell me finally, this args of 0, if I use with the int of, what happened? It leads to compile time error. Tell me, how can we convert string number to number by using wrapper class? What I should write? Integer dot parse int of args of 0. Here also what I should write? Integer dot parse int of args of 1. Now any compile time error? No compile time error. No compile. Compile successfully. Executed successfully. Is this command right or wrong? ఎంతసేపు ఆలోచిస్తారా? Century time you are taking to think. Is this command right or wrong? Right? Wrong, Tumri fellow. Why? This addition class is normal class, command line argument class. Where are you passing command line arguments? If you don't pass command line arguments and press enter, what JVM will do? JVM creates a string array object with a number of values you passed here. Did you pass any values or no values? Then string array object is created with a empty length. What is the length value? 0. Reference is what? 1010. Now this reference is passed here. Args. What is happened? 1010 stored. And now pointing to string array object. Then args of 0, it is going 0 index location available or not available? If you read wrong index location, JVM throw exception. Array index out of bounds exception. Tell me, what is the rule we must follow to execute command line arguments? I must pass command line arguments. How many? As many we are reading in the program. I pass 0. Now we got exception. Now I am passing 1. And tell me, when I press enter, what happened background? I want full flow. Step number 1. JVM creates the array object with the number of arguments you specified there. How many arguments available? 1. Then 0 location, 1 location created with a double quotes 10. With a length, how much? 1. Then reference is 1010. Now the 1010 pass it to args. 1010 pass. Args parameter created with reference 1010 pointing to this array. Any problem with args of 0? Args of 0 reading. What reading? Double quotes 10. Double quotes 10 is given to whom now? Parsing. Parsing is giving to what? 10. What the value coming? 10. A memory created with what value? 10. What next? Args of 1. It is going to 1 location. There or not there? Then we'll get exception. Array index out of bounds exception for the index number 1. Okay, na? Clear screen. Then next, now I am passing two values 10, 20. Any problem or no problem? Why no problem? We are reading two values, we are passing two values. Matching. Tell me the flow of execution. Step number 1. JVM creates string array object with two location 0, 1 with double quotes 10, double quotes 20 with length 2, reference 10, 10. Then now this array object is passed as an argument to 10, 10. What happened? Arcs of 10, 10 stored pointing to it. Next, arcs of 0. What value coming? Double quotes 10 given to parsing converted to 10. A memory created with what value? 10. Next, arcs of 1 reading one value. What value? Double quotes 20 give to parsing converted to 20. B memory created with what value? 20. Next, what the A value? 10. What the B value? 20. Added and passed to C. What the C value? What is printed on console? Understand? Rabai? समझ में आया? पक्का? Really? Now tell me, what is the output of this program? Program reading two values, but I am passing three values. Right or wrong? Wrong. Why wrong? Tell me. You are asking 100 rupees, but your father giving 200 rupees. Any problem? Problem, na? Wrong, daddy. I asked you only 100 rupees. Why you are giving 200? Your 100 rupees take back, will you say? No. Thank you, daddy. No? You are expecting 100 rupees. Your father giving 50 rupees. No? Daddy. Trying, no? Array, your program read two values. I am passing three values. What is the problem? No problem. But my question is the third value going to the program or not? Is this third value going into the program or not? That's why process is very, very important. If you are using your brain, you never give correct answer. If you follow the algorithm, compiler JVM algorithm, what did they say? Is JVM looking into your program logic? What is doing? It's doing its job. What is that? Create a string array object with a number of values you mentioned on the console. 3 value, 3 location, 0, 1, 2, double quotes 10, double quotes 20, double quotes 30. And length variable 3. Reference 10, 10. A 10, 10 इधर पास किया, arcs का memory created 30, sorry, 10, 10 point. Tell me. The third value passed into program or not passed? Not passed. Malla not passed under intermi jeevitang tagalayya. Passed or not passed? Passed. But in the program logic, did you read or not read? Not read. It's still available in the program or not? Yes. So tell me, what is the output you will get? Exception of 30 here. This 30 is coming here, na? This 30 idhar coming hai. Hey, don't show your talent, Ray. No. What is coming? 30. This 30 is because of adding two numbers. Everyone understand? Next point. Look at here. Now, I am giving here some character AB. Allowed or not? Allowed? What happened? Tell me. Allowed or not allowed? Follow all the three steps. Step number 1. Array object is created with the two locations with the double quotes. A, double quotes. B, length 2. Reference is 10, 10. Pass that reference here. 10, 10. Arcs variable created 10, 10. Pointing. Up here, any problem? Arcs of 0. Reading double quotes A. Substituted here. and giving to what? Parse-int. Parse-int looking at your face and asking, నేనేం అడిగా నువ్వేమి ఇచ్చావు? What I asked, what you are passing. You asked core Java, but I am teaching Python. Will you accept it? Yes, sir, please, sir. You are asking me to parse which type of string? Is that int string or character string? How character string can be parsed? Ante ASCII number can be converted na, sir. ASCII number single quote ena, double quotes ena. But you passed what? Double quotes. Now tell me, parse-int method can convert character string? No. You will get another exception called number format exception for input string, double quotes A. Okay, na? So tell me, while working with runtime values with wrapper classes, you have to remember you will get number format exception. What type of data you must pass? Only based on the parse method. You use parse-int, then what value you can pass? Only int. Now tell me, I am passing here 10.520. Allowed or not allowed? 10.5 is a int or double? Double. Again you will get what? Number format exception. So whenever you are planning to call the parse method, you have to call the respective value only we can pass. If you pass other than that value, you will get problem. Tell me, while working with the command line arguments, how many rules you have to follow? 2 rules. Rule number 1, the values you are passing must be the number of values the values you are passing must be the type of value we are reading in the program. Rule number 2, the number of values you are passing must be number of values we are reading in the program. Else we will get compile time, sir. Else we get runtime error, number of format exception and array index out of bounds exception. Hope you all understand? Yes, sir. Write down. In the above program, we must use the command line args values as primitive values, primitive type values. For converting the number from string type to primitive type, we must use wrapper classes parse xxx method as shown below. Redevelop above program to use runtime value as integers. Add those values and print result on console. Completed? Down. Rules in executing above program. Number 1, we must pass only integers as only pass integers, else we will get throws number format exception. I am writing shortcut. Next, we must pass number of values equals to the number of values we are reading in the program. Else, args of throws array index out of bounds exception. Identify output from the below test cases. Java space addition array index out of bounds exception. Java addition array index out of bounds exception index 1. Java addition 1020 output 30. Java addition 1020 25 output 30. Java addition AB number format exception. Java addition 10.5 20 number format exception. Which line? Line number. Second point completed. Completed? This is 10. Here, second option 144 line, Java edition 10, index 1. Completed? Now. So this is the story about command line arguments application approach. All people are comfortable? Shall I move to the next approach? Command line arguments application. Totally how many points we learn? Point number 1. What is command line? The line at which we are running commands is called command line argument. Second, what is command line argument? The argument the runtime value passing to a class as an argument is called command line argument. Third, what is command line argument application? An application that reads the runtime value from the command line is called what? Command line argument application. Next, point number 4. How the values are passed into, how the command line arguments are passed into Java program as a string array object, as an argument to main method. How to read those command line arguments values in the program? By using main method parameter args of 0, args of 1, args of. Next, what the value, the command line arguments are passed into program as what type? As a string type. Then how can we use those values as primitive type? We have to convert them by using wrapper class. What is a wrapper class? A class that represents primitive value as an object and allows us to perform operations on primitive value is called what? Wrapper class. How many wrapper classes we have? 8. 8 primitive values, 8 wrapper classes. What is the method available in wrapper class for converting string to primitive value? Parse method. Is parse method available in all wrapper classes? No. Except in character class, in remaining 7 classes, parse method is available. Then how to convert? How to convert character from the string type? For that we have to use string class caret method. Then what is the syntax to call? Args of index dot caret of 0. Because we are passing one character always available in the 0 index. Next, what are the rules we must follow for running command line arguments program? We must follow 2 rules. Rule number 1, the type of value must be the same type we are reading in the Java program. The number of values we must pass equal to the number of values we are reading in the program. If we pass less values, we will get array index out of bounds exception. If we pass more values, there is no exception. So these are total 13 points we have complete. Understood? Now 14th point. What is the limitation of command line arguments program? Tell me, what is the syntax of command line arguments program? Java space edition. Who is typing that command? Developer or user? Come on. User. Does user know inside this class how many arguments to pass? Does user know what type of arguments you are reading? Does user know in which order the arguments you are reading? Maybe there is a chance that 10 values you read from the user. All the 10 values are of any type of values. All these 10 values are what type of values? In which order? The same order we have to pass or not? See that command line arguments program understood by the end user? No. You go to ATM. In ATM, there is a prompt message and insert the card. Then you insert it. Then next prompt is coming. Enter a PIN number. You enter the PIN number. Next prompt is coming. Choose one option. Then withdraw. The next prompt is coming. Enter money to withdraw. Next prompt is coming. Take your card. Next prompt is coming. Take your cash. Next prompt is coming. Get out from here. Yes or no? By reading those messages properly, you user understand what action I have to take, what type of value I have to enter. Am I right? Now think and tell me, is my command line arguments program interacting with the user or not interacting? Not interact. Then tell me, this command line arguments program is useful for whom? Only developer, not to end user. When developer want to test the application quickly with some runtime values, then command line arguments program approach is good. If your program is for interacting with the end user, command line arguments program is worst approach. Then what the next approach? Buffered reader. Why buffer reader? With the buffered reader, we can prompt the message. When you type Java edition press enter, here can prompt the message enter first number. Then you enter the number, press enter key. Then my program will prompt message enter second number. You enter 20, press enter. Then program will give the message result colon 30. And tell me which approach application is good? Command line arguments application, buffer reader application, buffer reader. Okay, everyone understand? So write down. The limitation of or problem of command line args application. Number one, end user cannot have information how many values to enter. Number two, what type of values to enter. Number three, in which order those values to enter. Solution, we must prompt. Tell me prompt engineering, prompt AI, generative AI, prompt. Prompt and you are giving some message, it is giving some information. Interactive way. We must prompt user clear, user messages from the program during execution. For this purpose, we must use buffered reader class. For this purpose, we must use buffered reader class. Completed? Okay, I will write program first and then I will explain. Completed? Okay, look at here. Buffered reader is a class. We are going to use that class in our class. If you want to use predefined class in your program, you must use import state. Import java.io.buffered reader. Okay? Sir, you didn't use import statement for string and system classes because they're available in the package java.lang. The classes, those are available in java.lang package, no need to import. The classes which are available in Java other than java.lang package, you must import. Java.lang is the default imported package. Compiler will add that package. Remaining packages compiler will not add. Why, sir? In the coming classes, I'll explain. Because buffer reader is available in java.io package, we must add import statement. Point number 2. From the same package, we must also add IO exception. Whenever you are working with the IO package, background, we must handle IO exception. The reason I will tell you. Then tell me, this is edition.java file. Then after this, before the class declaration, I must add a 2 import statement because we are using these 2 classes from this package. Then I am writing edition. Okay, edition. Then main method. Inside main method, if you want to work with any class, I must create an object of that class. Na? You want to work with student. What do? Create student class object. Create student class buffer reader class object. How to write? Buffered reader br equal to new buffered reader. Listen carefully. Buffered reader is having capability to read data either from keyboard or from file. Buffered reader can read the data either from the keyboard or from the file. Both places it can read. Then justify buffer reader, can it decide from where to read data? No. This is a new keyword. This is a constructor call, na? Hello? Then tell me, in this constructor, I must pass argument. You want to read data from the file, you must pass the file. If you want read data from the keyboard, you must pass what? Keyboard. To represent keyboard, there should be a one object. That object is, keyboard belongs to system, na? System class contain an object called what? In. Look at it. Console represented by which object? Out. Keyboard represented by which object? In. Both in and out objects are available in which class? System. Repeat again. Buffered reader is capable of reading data either from the keyboard or from the file. To read data from the keyboard, I must pass what? System.in. Now, if you compile this program, you will get compile time error. Because input stream cannot be converted to reader. Observe now, there is a small problem. In stands for what? Input stream. Buffer reader is what type? Reader. There is a fighting between input stream and reader. There is a fighting between 2 brothers in the house, no? Or brother sister between house, no? Siblings has a fighting, no? Then who will come in the middle? Father or mother for compromise. Yes or no? Generally, wife and husband also will fight always, no? Wife and husband fighting, compromise, who will come? Relatives. Okay? Or that side parent, this side parent, and coming together and compromising them. Similarly, there is a one compromising party is available. Input stream to reader conversion. Input stream to reader conversion. There is a bridge class, mediator class. That class name is new input stream reader. It is what? Input stream. That is what? Reader. The class name is what? Input stream reader. So tell me, if you want to read data from the keyboard by using buffered how much lengthy object creation you have to create? New buffer reader of new input stream reader of system.in. System.in is representing what? Keyboard. Input stream reader is what? Bridge between input stream to reader. So if you want to read data from the keyboard, I must use buffer reader, but buffer reader directly we cannot use. We must connect it to system.in. Then next, I want to read data from the keyboard. For that, I should prompt message. I should prompt message here. What is that? Enter first number. Enter first number. Then whatever the entered, I should read and store inside A. You want read the enter number, I should use a buffer reader object name BR. What is the method name? Read line. Okay, read line. BR dot read line will read the data we entered in the keyboard. But tell me, any data you read from the keyboard in any approach, it is coming as a 10 or double quotes 10? Double quotes 10. Then to convert the double quotes 10 to 10, we have to use parsing. Otherwise, we'll get compile time error. Look at that. Okay, I should add import statement, input stream reader. Okay, control 1. Look at their incompatible types. What to what? String cannot be converted to int. Read line method returning the data as what type? String. Cannot be converted to int. Then tell me, here what I should write? Integer dot parse int of br dot readline. Previously, what you have used? Arcs of 0. In that place, what I should use? Br dot readline. And tell me, second number I want read. Again, I should prompt the message. Enter second number. Int b equal to br dot readline. Now, finally, int c equal to a plus b. System dot out dot println of. Double quotes. What you write? Result colon plus c. But whenever you are calling readline method, it is reading the data from the connection or not? Buffer reader is a connection to what? Keyboard. If this connection is not there, can it read or cannot read? Cannot read. That's why buffer br.readline method is asking to handle exception. Buffer reader br.readline is asking to handle one exception. What is the exception? IO exception. How to handle that exception? By using throws keyword. Remember a methods chapter? In methods chapter, after method signature, we have throws exception. Right. Control 1, compile. Control 2, executed. Look at there. Prompting what message? Enter first number. This line has created a connection to the keyboard and prompt this message. Now I am entering the value 10. Who will read this 10? br.readline. Give to whom? Parse in. Store, converted and stored in A. A variable value is what is coming? 10. Then next line executed from the message. Then br.readline asking to enter the value. I entered what value? 20. 20 reading as 20 or double quotes 20 here. Give to parse in. Converted to 20. Stored in B. What value coming? 20. And now finally go to next line. Read the result and display result 30. Everyone understand? Tell me which approach is best? Previous approach or this approach? Previous approach is not reasonable to user. This approach is easy for the user. So always we have to follow what? Command line arguments approach or buffer reader approach? Buffer reader. So either in command line arguments approach or buffer reader approach, what is compulsory? Wrapper classes parsing is compulsory. What is changing? In a command line argument, we have used string array. In buffer reader, we are using what? Buffer reader. Next, in a command line, we use arcs of 0, arcs of 1. But in place of arcs of 0, arcs of 1, what you are using? br.readline, br.readline. If you accept this, remaining all points are easy. Everyone understand? Pakka? Will you practice today? At the time. Okay. So I'm stopping session here. Hope you will all practice and come tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll try to understand what? Scanner. There is a problem with the buffer reader. We are going to scanner. Okay, first, today you have written notes clearly. First practice command line arguments, and then tomorrow you will write this buffer reader and move to the scanner. Okay? Thank you. That's all for today. రేపు చెప్తామా మళ్ళీ రేపు చెప్తా.
upload this searching.